Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Around the Rim. And today, sitting here next to me is Miss Linda Williams, class of 1962 at the old Rockville High School. Miss Williams, you played basketball all 4 years. Play any other sports growing up, or was it just basketball?
We just concentrated at Rockville with basketball.
Okay.
We didn't have enough players to spread it out for all the different
Yeah.
kind of athletes. Yeah.
And at the time, the school was K through 12, maybe about 300 or so kids.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, what was it like going to school back then at Rockville? You know, I mean, it's not as many of the kids now know a lot about the old school.
Well, we were a close-knit group. And we had 12 in my graduating class. And we were just like family. So, we still contact each other today, and it was just really good. And I said, we played in the barn, basketball. We went to a very small school, about 300 students. And now we see all this conglomerate right here at Rockville. Are those students could be any more equipped for life than we were?
It's a great question. It's a very great question. As far as the game of basketball goes, at the time, the ladies played 3-on-3, correct?
Correct.
So what was that like, playing 3-on-3 versus what you see now with 5-on-5?
I guess it's a pretty good thing I didn't, because I never was very good at jumping. So I never did jump too well. So I guess I'm better to stand on one end where I didn't have to jump.
More open spacing on the floor. You're able to kind of pick and choose your spots to shoot from more so,
Correct.
I would say.
Yes.
Playing in that old barn too, talk to me about what that was like. And I know a lot of the gyms around here were fairly similar to that too.
Well, we didn't know much different. I mean, everybody in Rutherford County had a barn just like us. All of the schools did, except Central. But all the small schools like Eagleville, Rockville, Walter Hill, Christiana, we all had barns to play in. We didn't know any different. In my senior year, we did get a new facility built at Smyrna High School. They got a brand new gym in our senior year.
Now, I know Coach Snell, he was here from 70 to 72. Who did you play? Who was the coach when you played?
Clifton Tucker.
It was Coach Tucker. Tell me about Coach Tucker. What was it like to play for him?
Well, he was a good coach, and he meant business, but he was a fine guy, and that's all I can say. Can't say anything bad about him, really.
Yeah. What about
Ms. Tucker was the assistant, and of course she went to all the ball games with us, and was always washed the towels and brought them back.
I was going to say, what was her role like as an assistant coach back then? Did she do much with like the X's and O's and stuff too?
No,
or?
she never told us she never gave any advice to us or tried to coach us individually. But I would say that she did to Mr. Tucker when they
Kept
got
him in
home,
line.
and could tell him some things that we needed to do. But they were fine people. They were fine people. And they had two girls that played on the team at the same time that I did. Patsy was a year younger than me, and Linda was 2 years younger than me. And then they grew up and graduated from Rockville High School too.
That's something that I was actually just getting ready to ask, was some of your old teammates that you remember. Who were some of your teammates that really kind of stood out to you and you knew were, special basketball players and would go on to become special young women as well?
Well, in my class, in our 62 year, I was a forward, Connie Giles Wright was a forward, and Patsy Tucker was a forward. And then on the other end, Faye Eaton was a guard, and Alma Adcock was a guard, and Carolyn Brown was a guard. And all of us are living today except Faye. Faye passed away about 25 years with cancer. But other than that, we're all still living.
The old district at the time too was a total of 14 schools, and of course there was the 5 schools that were here in Rutherford County that ended up consolidating and went on and became Riverdale and Oakland. Just kind of over the years, as you've seen everything develop, not only with basketball, but with a lot of the schools here in Rutherford County, to be sitting here tonight and see these two schools getting to play each other again for the first time in 50 years. How special is that to you?
I think it's very good. Of course, you know, we all had our rivalries with Eagleville and Rockville. You know, those were our rivalries. But yet, they were also many of our relatives and people that we had, you know, grown up with, and they were, you know, so we couldn't get too bad on the court, I don't guess.
Well, Miss Williams, is there anything that you would like to else that you would like to add, or something that I may have forgot?
Well, I'd just like to say that the senior year of high school for me has been the happiest year of my life. And I can contribute to the fact that you didn't have to study so hard. You knew you were going to go to college. You knew the future was very bright. And then we went to the state tournament and just had a great time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Linda Williams on Around the Rim.